L'honorable député de Louis-Saint-Laurent.
The honourable member for Louis-Saint-Laurent. Mr. Speaker, to be quite honest, when I was informed of this a few minutes ago, I could hardly believe it, because what's going on here is that the government is preventing the House of Commons from accomplishing an order that the House itself issued. We understand that there are different opinions on certain things. That is part of public debate. But an order of the House is always an order of the House, and nothing less. And to see it legally challenged by the Government of Canada, well, it's completely unbelievable. As a member of this House, since you are our representative in these legal proceedings, in this case, Government of Canada versus the House of Commons, may I know what position you will take?
Comme j'ai dit tantôt,
as mentioned earlier to the other honourable member, once again, there are further issues here, and I will take this into consideration for the final decision, but I'm not ready at the moment to grant a decision because it will not be completely have been thought out. If the honourable member looks at my previous decisions, I hope that these rulings were well thought out. I hope he will agree with that. I hope that he will find that they were written in good faith and based on the facts, and I want to continue like that. Now, I can't predict what's going to happen in the future, but for now, I'm going to be continuing to act as though we were simply continuing in the House after this. The honourable member for Louis-Saint-Laurent, point of order. Mr. Speaker, there have been times when we completely agreed with your decisions, and other times when we completely disagreed with your rulings. But we trust in your ability to make rulings based on facts and precedent and good sense. But my question was not about your decision based on our request. My question was regarding the legal proceedings initiated by the Liberal government. Your name has currently been raised in an order of the court, and you're going to have to bear witness on Monday in a case which involves the Government of Canada versus the House of Commons. To my knowledge, that's the first time this is happening. And it reminds us of what happened on Pennsylvania Avenue in 1974 in the US. There's a real conflict of interest here because, to my knowledge, the government is also part of the House of Commons. And now the government has launched legal proceedings in order to seal documents that an order of the House has demanded to be made public and tabled here in the House. I believe that the House of Commons should defend this institution. The House of Commons should respect the work done. The House of Commons should be able to respect its own orders. As a result, I would strongly urge you to clearly defend the right of parliamentarians, the rights of parliamentarians and the rights of the House of Commons in this legal situation, a situation where the government has directly placed the House of Commons. To my knowledge, it's the first time that this is happening, and as a parliamentarian, I find this curious, not to say unacceptable, that the government dares to launch legal proceedings against an order of the House of Commons. The question remains the same. If the government does not respect the orders of the House of Commons, then why should Canadians respect the laws voted on by the House of Commons?
J'aimerais rappeler aux députés qu'une des choses qui est très importante,
I would remind the member that it is very important within this House that the Speaker's office will defend the rights of the House. That is something that I take very seriously. Now, these matters are in the hands of the law clerk, and we will proceed in this manner. But the honourable member is right. The rights of the House are very important, and we will continue to protect them.